Hi Libra, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Happy birthday, Libran. Wishing you lots of abundance, lots of joy, and lots of success. For astrology, birthdays are often an indication of starting the new year for us. So it's a good time to be setting your goals and what is it that you desire for yourself for not just the year ahead, but also the coming year. So Libra, it's quite an interesting month. We have 3 moons this month, and we're beginning the month with a full moon that is there in your house of partnerships and relationships. And it's joining Mars, which is going retrograde till about 13th of November. So this is in fact a very long Mars retrograde. I've spoken about it at length in my last video. I've also done a very detailed article on it on my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. So the full moon here in your house of partnerships, it can bring about an awareness on your contractual agreements. It's anything that you have agreed to, signed, or any legal documents. Now this house is also all about the other, so it can illuminate anything that you couldn't see earlier. If you happen to be single or even if you're dated, this is a time that you will take the relationship on the next level. And for some of you, it's a time wherein that you will be taking on joint responsibility to maybe start a project, or maybe you will be signing a contract to move in together. It's also a time where, because it's a house of relationship and marriage, that you will be assessing your relationship, your one-on-one connections, and you will be looking at the contracts and maybe, gaining a little bit more insight. It's generally a very emotional and a heightened time because all that you feel about your relationships and commitments and contracts, it tends to bubble up in the open. So even though you could have been, silently been thinking about certain things, it's a time where it turns that your marriage, your partnership, everything comes into really sharp focus. On the 3rd, we have your ruling planet, Venus, and she is transiting your house of behind the scenes. It's a house of spirituality and also the house of compassion. And it's a time when because it's a very private house, during this transit, you don't like being very affectionate in public. You would be running away from any sort of a PDA, which I guess in the current pandemic situation is wise. And for those of you who, even if you happen to meet someone online during this time, or even if you happen to meet someone, you're more likely to keep your interest in them to yourself. You would be feeling quite shy as far as the love matters are concerned. And there could almost be this sense of a karmic attraction, a karmic pull towards someone, and you could feel that that there's this really deep underlying vibe that both of you share. You may meet someone also at a hospital. Maybe it could be a doctor, and it could be a warden, it could be a counselor. You could be quite interested in this person, and you could also find a lot of pleasure in dealing in spiritual matters or anything with metaphysics, and you would have an easier time in letting go of things. On the 14th, we have Mercury, which goes retrograde in the house of self-worth and money. And the Mercury drill is, as usual, during a retrograde, not a great time to be investing in electronics or even in big-ticket items. It's not a great time to be launching products, or to be signing contracts, or even to be starting a new job. And this is a time that, because it's there in your house of money, you're going to be asking yourself, is it really worth it? And money due may be delayed. So it's wise for you to, keep some money aside just in case, and something, sometimes even unexpected money falls. You come across an inheritance. And it's time to think about what you really value in life. Are you happy with how you make money? Are you financially comfortable? And what is it that you really want? And, do you really believe that you're worth it? And are you on your way to getting it? Or do you feel that you need, you're sort of moving further away from it? It's a time to be reviewing your bank account, keeping any sales receipts, pay overdue bills, avoid major purchases, update or start a record list, your outgoings and incomings, and it's a good time to be keeping a very close eye on your bank. On the 16th, we have a new moon that is there in your own house, new beginnings, and it's your birthday month. So it's a great time to be reinventing yourself, in some personal way, such as maybe it could be a new look for yourself and you get a great new haircut. And it's also personally quite a busy time for you. You could be feeling quite energetic, enthusiastic. You could be, reconnecting with family, with friends. And it's a time, Librans, to be thinking about how it is that you present yourself to others. So focus on changing your own personal habits in such a way so that you can improve your confidence in yourself and concentrate on, putting your best foot forward. And this is a time also with the new moon being over there that you will get noticed more. So factor in on the importance of authenticity, stay genuine, and you don't have to, of course, share everything. You don't have to reveal yourself to the others completely. But because the first sign is also the house it's associated with Aries, it speaks about the importance of acting on our impulses and believing in ourselves. So have a lot of that self-faith, self-confidence, and if there's something that you've been chasing and you've just been feeling shy, this is the time to be going out and getting it. On the 23rd, we have Sun that joins Mercury in your house of money and self-worth again. So again, a lot of conversations around money. There's a sense of self-worth and how it is that you grow your money. We're closing the month with a third moon, that is a full moon, which is joining Uranus, that is there in Taurus. And this is there in your house of joint finances, resources, sexuality, intimacy, and it's also the house of transformation. So very interesting. Now Uranus does a transit approximately every 84 years. So once in a lifetime, we come across Uranus depending as to how old you are. He's the mad scientist of astrology. He's the wild boy of astrology. He brings about chaos and destruction. And for you, this is there in your intimate relationship. So it's going to be causing disruptions over there. It can be that your partner's finances go up and down. It could be that, you're pushed to confront your own emotional stagnant life. And Uranus, over here in this house, because it's a house of intimacy, it's going to be pushing you for deeper connection with others. You're not going to be happy, Librans, with just superficial relationships. So you can experience we've already finished 1 year of Uranus and we're in the second. So there again, 5 more years to go. So during this time, there can be some emotional unrest that you will experience, some emotional turmoil. And you will also have to reach out. Don't expect others to keep sort of coming to you and reaching out to you. And also, your privacy is not secure during this time. So be careful about what it is that you're sharing on the social platform. Be careful about what it is that you want to share with people or how much you want to share. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. Very happy birthday again. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.